welcome back to another YouTube episode. In today's video, we're going to be going over the truths about change of character, right? And essentially how to actually apply changes of character. There's a huge misconception in the smart money industry of change of character. Many new traders who are getting into the industry, they're just interested in change of character, supply and demand, when really there is a sequential order that is required to actually get involved in the right areas of the market. And in this video, that's what we're going to be covering. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, and we'll go straight over to the lines. I want to understand, and I want you to understand, and I want you to be on the same page as us before we actually go into the charts, right? So let's do something like this. Right, so here we have a lined diagram. Make that a little bit clearer for you guys. So here we have a line diagram. Now let's understand what this is, and then let's understand the misconception around supply and demand. This is completely randomly drawn, right? But I can really break down this, and already there I can see examples. So first and foremost, order flow. External swing points in the market. Order flow is the king. As we can see, order flow is bearish, right? We are making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Order flow is bearish. That's a very key differentiation. So when price essentially breaks this high right here, that is what we refer to as our change of character, right? Essentially what has happened is the high that put the low, the supply that put in the lowest point has been broken by demand, thus creating an area of demand that caused the change of character. Then we continue and we have like an internal break of structure right here, and that leaves a level of demand again. Then we have a push up, this push up, push down, push up. So this is the demand level in here, right in here, that caused the new high. Then that demand level gets broken by this supply level, resulting in a change of character. This change of character induces people to get into the market in areas like so, ends up taking them out, which does what? Gives a newly formed change of character. Because now the supply that just put in the low, that changed character, has now been broken by demand, which makes people think that price is, what? Going up again. And then it breaks that. So maybe now they're longing from this demand. Okay, it's changed character, we're back bullish. And then straight through, stop loss. Because we do what? Change character again. And so realistically, we've just reacted from a higher time frame level of supply. And this was used as liquidity. Then the real change of character takes place. From this level of supply. But in the process, we have a change of character, a push up, and then a break. And then in here, a newly formed change of character, which does what to people that don't really understand more elements to just change of character? It makes them get involved in areas like this as the demand level, right? And it changes character, taps into the original supply that caused, and then has the reaction, right? Which changes character again. Doing so, changed character, pulled back, put in the new low. When the high goes, we change character. Change our character up into our original supply that caused this change. and then people are trying to get involved in areas of the market. So you can see in here how the misconception of change of character is really portrayed. Change of character in of itself is useless unless combined with everything else that goes into building our trading system. It is useless, right? Because price is changing character left, right, and center. So hope this portrays the illusory concept of change of character and how change of character is the be all and end all, because change of character is more about the icing on the cake than the fundamental groundwork. So if we go into the charts, let's take this as an example, right? So we have order flow, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. So we know that order flow is bearish, okay? But as this high puts in this low, we change character. So now said people might have a trade on this level, expect on even using the overall range or covering the lows, expecting for this level to continue bullish because it's changed character, demand is in control. And you can see that they get tugged in, push up in profit, and then go. But if you position yourself into the inside of the right areas of the market and take the change of characters as and when they come. So we pull back, we push up, change of character, nothing really to mitigate inside of this level. So we tap in, push down, and have a newly formed change of character inside of our wick, which we already know, if we go to a lower time frame, as produced in the previous video, we know that this is a buy to sell, which presents us with a opportunity to get involved in the market following the structural lows. 12R, take profit. Understanding where and when to use change of character is much more important than change of character in of itself. Change of character, as I said, is the icing on the cake. Because what happens again is we can see as we break the price down and we break structure, well, price has a newly formed change of character. So people are probably trying to long out of here and it gets broken. And then we put in our swing low. And when we put in our swing low, we have a newly formed change of character, as we know from our wick and the continuation to the high. Now, how do you know when it is a probable area for the change of character? Well, really you don't, unless it's combined with higher time frame order flow. So in this example right here, you don't really know that price is going to pull back overall in the order flow leg until it just does. And then coming from areas of supply, we realign when we change character again. We come back from our level of decisional, and then we put in new lows from a newly formed level of supply before the eventual melt off. But as you can see, as price this high puts in this low, and then we change character. So demand takes control, but it's only temporarily. Maybe you want to use the whole range, and then it gets melted through until price once again changes character. Price changes character, but as you can see, the order flow is bearish, so it's not the actual order flow. It's not the actual changing of character that has the importance, right? The relevance behind it. It's the order flow. So we know that we're bearish. We've come into our buy to sell range. We've changed character appropriately meaning we've changed character in a correct area, which is the key differentiation of how to use change of character. For the full in-depth breakdown of how to use change of character, we do have a PDF and course that teaches this A to Z and how to exactly use it. In this video, we're showing you how not to use it. And just selecting the right areas, right? Because just understanding of where price breaks from and for what reason and where to target, that's only a 1, 2, 4. We would take that, and there's more involved than just the 4-hour supply and demand zones involved in our actual strategy. But the concept of why change of characters don't necessarily work is, again, here, right? We've just changed character. So now people, are you looking for longs? Well, in reality, no, because we've also just broke structure. We've taken out the wicks. From what? The buy to sell wick that we already understand to meet our criteria of taking liquidity. If you don't understand what our criteria for a supply demand zone is, that's what we covered in the last video. And reacts and melts. Right? Because this level, yes, had some relevance, but not in relation to the actual bank's intention. And that is the key, and that's how we will end this video. It's to use the change of character theory correctly, it must be used in alignment with the actual bank's intention. Otherwise, you are using it improperly. Thank you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you did enjoy that video, please leave a like and do subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated. We are dropping videos every day at this point, and if there's any specific video